Hey guys, Sam here, welcome to another fantastic Pokemon Duel video, and today is going to be the last video in the series. I just want to get this over with. I'm recording this just after I woke up. I really want to get this done before I start going on my day. Recording this on a Sunday, beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning, the 25th of June, and this was probably recorded, maybe well over a month and a half ago. So yeah, if you guys watched the previous episode, the reason for that. So yeah, let's just jump right into the game. Here this deck is looking, kind of. I mean, it's not really that scary. The only thing I'm worried about is the chain level Zapdos, because obviously, it's just going to beat my Greninja, my Articuno, most of my, my Metagross's Wheel, and all that shit. So, I just opened with a Greninja, so hopefully if someone blocks it, I can do something else, burn some turns in order for my Reshiram and Zekrom to, have their weight taken off. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, he opens with Zapdos, and just to get some distractions out of the way, I just, decide to hurdle jump that shit. And, here I'm like, okay, he has a Zapdos. I don't think he's gonna burn the gold block right away. He can just soar over. But I didn't, remember that the Empoleon's ability was in play. So, yeah, he gets a free figure, another free figure into the field. Decide to block with my Sceptile because of the, the blue attack and the chance that, it's going to land at 140. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, I decide to block with my Articuno because I think it has the better chance against the Sceptile. But he decides to hurdle jump over that shit. And right now, I do have to burn my gold block. That's pretty sad. But, this, I go block with my Sceptile because it has a better chance of, if not winning, just surviving that shit. Because, even though the Articuno is, kind of okay, it has, a couple of weaknesses for that shit. The purple into Sceptiles is yellow attack, I don't really like that. And the Articuno's 70, and, even if he lands in 90, if the Sceptile gets to 140, it's just going to be pretty bad. So right here, I'm just waiting. This is already looking pretty good on time. I'm not really sure why he's thinking so much, but right there, I'm... Holy fuck, dude, what do I do? Oh, nice. Okay, so I get a really, really lucky turn. Decide to advance with my Articuno, because whatever he puts in there, I'm just going to be able to soar over and, just completely go for the entry point. Now that he doesn't have the Empoleon, I can just, easily block both of them off, and it's just going to be pretty cool. Now my Reshiram and my Zekrom are available, but I do want to get the, the entry point kind of sealed off. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, make this a 6-on-3. Hopefully no bullshit happens, even though the Empoleon into the Greninja is a pretty bad matchup. I do get the dodge, which buys one more turn. I decide to put the Reshiram on the field, and I go for the right entry point. If I don't do this next turn, I think it's going to be kind of a mistake. I could have potentially... And by the way, here the fucking Greninja goes like, peace. Okay, yeah. So that's what I was going to say. I'm going to overdrive my Zekrom, and holy fuck, did I miss. I was hoping for a fly, so I could substitute the Greninja into that entry point and just start filling up my board with more of my figures, but didn't end up happening. So now the Zapdos can easily fucking paralyze my ass, and the fly is not going to be there anymore, which is kind of a pain. So, this fucking happens, so I'm like, oh shit, man, come on. Okay, so, in retrospect, it's not really a good matchup. The Zekrom into the Articuno. I decide to overdrive just to, in case he tries some fucking bullshit. And I think, yeah, I back one of them right here because I really don't want that shit to go into my entry space. I just kind of want to him to burn one more turn. I decided to, I'm pretty sure, move the Sceptile, because now if he wants to surround my Reshiram, at least he loses something for that. And, I don't have to move the Reshiram because it would be, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad, but, still, I would much rather not have that shit. Anyway, do still have my Metagross, to, I guess, enter the field, so, yeah. Let's see, this guy is already... Okay, so yeah, it ends up happening, it still burns the Articuno for my overdriven Reshiram. It's kind of a good move because, with both Reshiram and Zekrom on the field, that's obviously a fucking threat. I decided to, I believe, back off with my Sceptile. You know, obviously want that shit. He still hasn't put his mech mortar in, you know, on the field. So you know that's kind of weird, I guess. I mean, the mech mortar's fucking purple attack is the most bullshit thing. I mean, mech mortar and Lucario are just complete bullshit when it comes to KOs. I mean, the fucking 1 and 2 purple star moves, and you know, especially if you get the Magmar evolved in that shit, that's just not pretty good. So here I'm just advancing the Metagross into my, you know, onto my, I guess into my goal, and that ends up, you know, costing me a huge mistake. Cold Crush into the what do you call that shit? Into the shuttle flip. So that's not really that great. Now he can just either block that or, you know, surround the goal with the Empoleon, which makes, you know, which means that I cannot possibly soar over that shit. So yeah, that's pretty sad. Alright, so what do I do here? I just decide to advance and go a little bit offensive with my Zekrom, because obviously, you know, this is, you know, I'm not sure why I go on the offensive. This guy still has, you know, I mean, only has 30 seconds to go. So I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Okay, Thunder Crash 101. You know, my what do you call that shit? My Metagross is my only chance. So I'm like, okay, I'm a little worried here because the Thunder Crash is going to be able to do some nasty shit, right? However, I'm not really sure why he didn't attack, because I can put the Greninja in there, buy a little bit of time, and hopefully now I am able to do that shit. Thankfully, I do land the Hyper Beam, and it's just potentially over. You know, now it would, okay, this was complete fucking bullshit. If you know, if I didn't land that shit, it was game over. That was one of the luckiest fucking things that I could have potentially done. Because, you know, obviously, I could not have done anything when it comes to, you know, I think my only chance was to have the, you know, the Zekrom attack the Mech Mortar, because if he landed the Flame Gun into any of my wide attacks, it would have knocked out both my Greninja and the Metagross, so that's pretty fucking bullshit. With 8 seconds to go, and we both landing, you know, blue attacks and shit, it's just, you know, a matter of time for this guy to, like, you know, peace. So, yeah, that's, I believe this is coming to a close, and what happens, you know, I just go for the, you know, fucking Hyper Beam, and this game is completely over. You know, obviously not that great, and, you know, the match, there wasn't really a lot of action, but still, when you know, this just kind of goes to show that when you have the time advantage, you know, well over a minute or something, you know, even 30 seconds can win you the game. You know, and if you don't think you have really good matchups against your enemy's figures, it just, you know, just goes to show that if you have good defenders, you can just stall the game. And with some plate left over, you know, it can still be kind of a good, you know, I guess kind of a good strategy. Here against another, well, not another, but a double Sceptile, double Legendary Bird deck. And it's, you know, with another chain level Zapdos. So I'm like, this is looking kind of weird. Okay, because, you know, at this point, again, a chain level Zapdos, or, you know, Zapdos for that matter, isn't really that great of a matchup for any of my figures. So, you know, I just much rather go like, peace. If you guys remember previous episode, I said that now we have a, you know, Zapdos and a Magikarp. So I put the Magikarp into the Zapdos because obviously it's gonna get knocked out. But, you know, even though the Gyarados has the purple attack, I think it's still a better matchup against the Zapdos because of the 110, you know, attack and shit. You know, I haven't really been talking about this match in specific because we're just filling up our boards and shit, so, you know, it's not really that, you know, exciting, I guess. So, what do I do here? I go like, okay, I need to buy one more turn for my Reshiram and Zekrom to come to the field. Ah, man, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, so I just decided to put the Metagross in there because if this guy lands, you know, if this guy hurdle jumps, I can just cover it with a Greninja. But it would be, you know, either cover it with a Greninja or hurdle jump or gold block my Metagross, because obviously with you know, with his Greninja on the field, my Metagross would have been surrounded, and I really would not have liked that. Alright, so it is time for the bad boys to come into the field. Pretty sexy. And what happens here, get a quick attack, was pretty sad. Let's see, what do I do next? You know, as you guys remember, this was recorded well over a month ago, so yeah. Alright. So what happens next is that now he has to defend, you know, it has to be, yeah, either that, so he just gives up his first Sceptile, and I'm able to just kind of go for that shit. I'm like, should I attack this? Should I attack this? Nah. Okay, I really don't want that. I think it's a hurricane, I believe, but yeah. This was a pretty fucking bad mistake on my part, because now he can just go... No, never mind. Never mind, that was pretty fucking stupid. He goes for the double chance, try to knock that out, but if he, if he fails, then it's obviously going to be... is he going to double chance that? No. Okay, so I do get another surround into... do I surround it? Yeah, nice. I was like, oh, please surround that shit. I go for another surround, making it a 4-on-6 advantage, so that's pretty fucking sexy right now. I go for another of that shit. Now he has to defend, and I am able to... Oh, never mind, I was not able to surround the Zapdos. Just trying to go for the entry points right here. I'm like, okay, cool. If he goes for the gold block, I can just cover the entry space and start, getting some more advantage. Or if he doesn't do that, I could just go for the Greninja and try to go for the stealth hit in order for me to, kind of get the stealth hit win, which would have been pretty nice. Alright, so I'm like, okay, what do I do here? So I just decide to buy a little bit of extra time. I just decide to go for the overdrive, and now that I have the, both the Reshiram and Zekrom, I really wanted to land the Fusion Bolt into that fucking thing in order for it to vanish, but, it didn't happen. Still, the Sceptile is going to be there for one more turn, and it's going to be, kind of nice. Now I can cover the other entry space, but, obviously the Zapdos into the Greninja is not going to be that great of a matchup. He decides to go for that, and what's going to happen? Oh, fuck, dude, okay. It doesn't really matter. There's going to be a lot of times where you think the Greninja is going to be useless as fuck. But what happens is that, just with a yellow attack, and if you chain level just a little bit, right now I think the Greninja, I'm not really sure if this happened or... I actually haven't seen, but right now my Greninja is at a 23 chain level, so that's pretty good. And just look at that shit. Peace. Okay, both of them fucking burned, and if... what do you call that? Okay, so he goes for one, and I'm like, okay, so what do I do? Kind of open, not open block, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to try to do that. So, if he goes for the gold block, okay, I didn't actually see that the Articuno also has the, the fucking, the ice charge, so I'm, at this point I'm feeling kind of dumb. Decide to advance with the awesome Zekrom, of course. What happens is that, now the fucking Sceptile is unfrozen, so is mine, so that's pretty cool. Now, everything is happening on his side of the board, and this is, obviously pretty cool. You don't really have a lot of options. Thankfully, I do land that shit, and even though the Articuno is not a great matchup against the Zapdos either, I just decide to, okay, please, and it doesn't end up happening, so that's pretty bad. Now my advantage is gone, 4-on-4, and I'm like, okay, what should I do? Still up on time a little bit, but I can't really afford it to, do a lot of shit, wrongly, I guess. So yeah, there's going to be a couple of pauses here, as I told you guys, I just woke up, and by the way, oh, this is so fucking nice. I do get rid of the fucking Sceptile, and now my advantage is back on the field, so that's pretty sexy. Let's see, he's going to try to attack that shit, and sadly, I just end up missing, yeah. Alright. I decided to go for the attack, nothing really happened that great, but, I did decide to go for the stealth hit either way. What happens here, I just decided to go for, I guess to cover my Metagross, I believe, and thankfully I do land the fucking miss. This is so fucking good. Even if he gets the figure on the field, it's just a fucking Murkrow, which is, one of the most, well, I mean, it's not super useless, but, I would have not fucking liked that. Ice charge into that shit, and okay. I'm like, okay, this is kind of bad, because what happens if he gets frozen? So that's why I send my Greninja to cover that shit. If he does anything, he can freeze that shit, I can just cover it. If he doesn't freeze it, I can just go for this round. So first, I am just going to, obviously, unfreeze, never mind, I kind of forgot. Because, he still has to... Oh yeah, that's actually such a fucking good... Never mind, okay. I guess I didn't remember this play whatsoever. So yeah, decided to get a little bit off, because, if he went for the Greninja to cover the goal, it was game over, right? And, I guess I was just hoping. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, so yeah, my Greninja is chain level 23, so that's pretty sexy. So what happens? As I said, there's going to be a couple of pauses, because since I just woke up, I do have, kind of a little bit of a... what do you call that shit? You know, I do still have some stuff in my throat that I do really want to fucking wash out or whatever. But yeah, let's just not talk about that shit. Kind of a maybe a little bit disgusting for you guys. Who knows? All right, so I'm like, oh, this is so fucking nice. Land a fusion flare. Sorry, it's fusion bolt for Sekram. So that's so fucking nice, dude. He just decides to, you know, try to do something, and I'm like, oh, nice. Okay, do I BM here? You know, I think I BM because I can't really win, you know, off of my Sekram or my Sceptile, because obviously they only have 2 MP. And even if they did, I didn't really want to risk it. I mean, he can get his Sceptile in the field, stealth hit over it, and it's not going to be over yet. So, you know, I didn't do that to BM, just to be clear. You know, just kind of to secure my victory, as per se. Alright. I opened this bullshit, and if you guys have noticed, this, you know, this is complete bullshit. I think the best thing I've gotten out of those locked boosters is just a, what is it, maybe a rare cube? Like a rare, one of those rare, green cubes, whatever. I mean, ingot is for the gold, metal is for XP, right? So, yeah, cube is for the chain level. And I'm here against the Maximo the bitch. Okay, so what happens? Let's see here from my timeline. Okay, I believe this is the last match, so pretty sexy. What happens? He just decided to go for the Shuppet, and since he also has the Deoxys speed, I'm like, what should I do? Okay, so I just go for the block, for the gold block right away. I mean, not gold block as in the fucking plate, but whatever. You know, I decided to go for that, and I'm like, oh shit, dude, what do I do? Okay, this is not really looking too great, because now he can just fucking... Oh yeah, and there we go, the Virizion. Okay, so this is not looking too great. I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do? Okay, so decide to go for the Sceptile, kind of go for the attack, and thankfully I knock it out. If he landed a 40, it was just game over, because, yeah. Having a 3-3 on both your entry points, it just, it's game over, basically, so I'm so fucking thankful that that didn't happen. I believe the Virizion is one of the, it is easily the gayest fucking piece in the entire game right now. Because, you know, as a standalone figure, I mean, the Deoxys deck is just, you know, for pussy faggots who can't really win, and who can't really play and win, you know, in a fucking, I guess in a, you know, in a, what do I fucking say? You know, every time I talk about Deoxys, I get just so fucking upset that I don't find the words. But if, you know, I mean, I'm not really going to give that much shit to the Virizion because it does have a couple of drawbacks, but if you're not careful with it, it just can be so much of a fucking pain in the ass. But as a standalone figure, I think it's the gayest piece right now. I mean, you can just double chance that shit for your opponent's goal, and that's just pretty fucking stupid. Alright, so what happens here? I just start filling up that shit because obviously I'm, you know, a little bit choked right now, you know, of space. Shuppet Virizion covering that shit with the Moltres. Yeah, this is not looking too great for me, guys. So what happens? You know, I just go like, oh fuck, what do I do? So I just decide to go for the overdrive, and even you know, even if the Virizion wants to I guess swap, and you know, that was so fucking bad because now he can. Okay, I'm so thankful that that didn't happen because he could have potentially surrounded with a Dialga, and you know, just starting for that shit would have been pretty bad. So I just decided to advance with my Reshiram. And obviously, like I was saying, you know, kind of I'm not really sure what's more stupid, either the Virizion or the fucking or the fucking Terrakion. Now that it's fucking here, so I'm like, oh shit, dude. Okay, so I do have to hurdle jump because if my Sekram gets taken, you know, gets knocked out, I can gold lock my my Metagross, because obviously, you know, against the Virizion, you don't want a single figure on your goal. You have to dedicate 2 of them to defend your shit. So yeah, I kind of go a little bit on, you know, on the offensive here, and just I'm like, what the fuck do I do? This is, I believe, pre-buffed Dialga. So if my Reshiram gets knocked off, I think it doesn't fucking, you know, get the 9 weight when it goes to the PC, to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, that's okay, I guess. So what happens? Oh fuck, dude. Nice. Okay, that's no, that's actually not nice. Fairy Mist, and I'm like, oh shit. But oh my god, why didn't I fucking surround that? That was so fucking sad. Oh god, if I end up fucking missing that. Oh man. So yeah, I guess I do learn a little bit when it comes, you you know, to time. Alright, so what happens here? Oh man, okay, so please just see that. Okay, thank the fucking Lord. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but I now have that shit. Anyway, so now it's a 4-on-4 once again, and I'm like, okay, please do something against this fucking Dialga. Oh, nice! Does he have a gold block? I think he does. I mean, I don't think he would have gone... Yeah, there we go. Don't really go on the offensive like that if you don't have something to back it up, like a gold block. Or, you know, at least a scoop up. I mean, if you have the Deoxys speed, you can potentially have a scoop up, and, you know, even if it's pretty weak, you know, something can happen. You can land on a miss, and, you know, it can still be defended. But here, I just, oh man, this is just so sad. So now I have to gold block, but what do I gold block? I you know, I decide to go for the Sceptile, and this is why this is such a fucking gay piece, right? If I land on the stealth hit, I mean, it's just kind of a stall move. But okay, check it out. I mean, the only thing that I can do is land on the yellow, and even if I do, he has a couple more. You know, I think he has one more double chance. So, you know, if I land on the 30, there's nothing physical that I can go against that, which is just exactly what happened. And this is so good because now I can put my Articuno, and now I have every single one of my pieces on defense mode. Like, oh fuck, please take care of this shit. Oh man, thankfully, I get the lucky roll, and it's just like peace, right? Oh man, the Virizion off the field, it just feels like you get the fucking weight of the world lift off your shoulders. So that's so sexy. Decide to go for the attack on the Deoxys speed. Not really end up happening, but whatever. You know, I'm not really scared of the Xerneas, so well, I mean, it doesn't really do that much. Right now, it might look like a 4-on-4, but the Shepherd is just there to stall, so it's just pretty much a 4-on-6. I mean, 3-on-4. I do get the unfortunate fucking miss there, but now we have my Zekrom on the field, which is pretty sexy, in my opinion. So what happens here? He just decided to advance with that, and I really want to get for that entry point right away, obviously, because you know, if I knock out 2 figures, the fucking Virizion shit is going to come back into the field once again. So what happens here? I do get the fucking Fusion Bolt, and peace. There goes the fucking bitch. Oh, nice, dude. All right. So now, you know, I guess he was just kind of trying to suicide the fucking thing in order for the what do you call that shit? For the Dialga to come back into the field, and then hopefully the Virizion, which is the thing that can win you a lot of games. But, you know, that's not going to happen. I'm not really sure why he did that, because there's not a huge chance that he wins against my overdriven Zekrom, and that is going to be the game. Oh, man, so, yeah, just Moltres gets knocked out. Is this guy going to forfeit? Is he going to try something funny? No, he is not. So, yeah, another win, and there you go. Those are 3 easy, quick wins in the Master Tier. Got a gold booster, so that's pretty sexy. Right now, ranking, well, right now is in the time of recording this, 24-18 with a 29-13, so pretty sexy overall. Let's see, I think right now I show off my, you know, my ranking here in the shit. Let's see, what rank am I on after those 3 quick victories? Top 371, still pretty sexy. And, yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is the end of the series, guys. I don't think I'm going to be playing that much anymore. As you can see, the uploads were pretty, you know, lackluster recently. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. If you guys want something else, make sure to leave it in the comments. But for now, you guys have a great day. Make sure to follow me on Twitter to interact a little bit, since I'm not uploading as much. That's pretty much it. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Hopefully. Peace.